Luka Doncic's Lakers revenge tour, the trade that shook the NBA. Luka Doncic is no longer in Dallas Mavericks blue. Instead, he wears the iconic purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers, and his presence has shifted the entire NBA landscape. The Mavericks made one of the most baffling decisions in league history, letting go of a generational talent with no real justification. The fallout? Luka is on a mission, and his revenge tour is already in full swing. The trade that shocked the league. Superstar trades usually happen for a reason: contract disputes, locker room turmoil, or trade demands. But the Mavericks traded away their best player, Luka Doncic, without any solid explanation. Head coach Jason Kidd barely addressed it, saying the team would get more shots without Luka. Meanwhile, GM Nico Harrison shrugged off concerns with a weak defense. Time will tell if I'm right. What followed was even worse. Instead of admitting they had made a mistake, the Mavericks attempted to control the narrative. Media leaks and insider reports painted Luka as lazy, out of shape, and unprofessional. It was an effort to rewrite his legacy before he even had a chance to respond. But Luka didn't fire back with words. He let his game do the talking. Luka's explosive Lakers debut. Luka's first game in a Lakers jersey wasn't just about settling in. It was a statement. He controlled the floor, dictated the tempo, and reminded everyone why he was one of the best players in the world. The highlight of his performance? A dagger three-pointer that he followed with an unmistakable stare toward the Mavericks bench. From that moment, it was clear. Luka Doncic wasn't just moving on. He was coming for revenge. The blackout episode. Luka on a mission. Analyst JJ Redick called it a blackout episode, a time when Luka reached a level of dominance few players ever achieve. He hit impossible step-back threes, threw pinpoint cross-court passes, and finished through contact with ease. Defenders tried to rattle him with physical play, but he just absorbed it and kept going. One defining moment came when he drove to the basket, absorbed contact, got no foul call, but instead of complaining, he powered through and made the shot. It was a message. Luka had officially entered an unstoppable mode. Luka versus the Mavericks, the ultimate revenge game. Then came the game everyone had been waiting for, Luka's first matchup against the Mavericks. The energy was different. The fans who once worshipped him were now unsure whether to boo or cheer. Luka? He was locked in, ready to remind them exactly what they had lost. From the opening tip, he was relentless. He drained step-back threes, sliced through the defense, and stared down the Mavericks bench after every big play. This wasn't just another game, it was personal. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Luka had secured a dominant triple-double, and the Mavericks looked completely lost without him. Luka and LeBron, a championship duo in the making. When the trade first happened, there were doubts. Could Luka and LeBron coexist? Would their play styles clash? Would Luka thrive under championship expectations? The answer became clear almost immediately. Yes, and in a big way. Their chemistry was seamless. Luka's elite passing combined with LeBron's athleticism made them one of the most dangerous duos in the league. In one game, Luka threw a perfect full-court pass to LeBron for an easy bucket, a play that proved they weren't just sharing the court, they were controlling the game together. The Lakers had been struggling before Luka arrived. They had an aging LeBron, an unbalanced roster, and no clear direction. Now, the ball moves with purpose. Role players thrive, and the team has a new identity, one centered around winning. The Lakers are contenders, and Luka is leading the charge. The Western Conference is stacked with talent, but the Lakers have something special. Analysts now see them as a legitimate threat, capable of going toe-to-toe with reigning champions like the Denver Nuggets. Some even argue that Luka is one of the few players who can neutralize Nikola Jokic. Since arriving in LA, Luka has taken his game to another level. He's more efficient, more confident, and more dominant than ever. He isn't just thriving, he's having fun. In one game, he drained a deep three, danced on his way back down the court, and soaked in the moment. It was the ultimate display of confidence, a sign that he is in complete control. The Mavericks' regret grows with every game. The Mavericks thought they could move on from Luka. They convinced themselves they were making the best decision for the franchise. But every time Luka steps onto the court, they are reminded of their biggest mistake. They didn't just trade away a superstar, they gave up on a generational talent. Luka hasn't just proven them wrong, he's made them watch as he turns the Lakers into a championship contender.